Hello and welcome to Let's Play Nidhogg. My name is Mordecai and I shall be doing, over the course of 2 episodes, Nidhogg's single player components. Here we have well, I'll just destroy some of the mystery and say that these are all the high scores from speedrunners who've played the game, but I'm nowhere near as good as these guys. So, I will not be speedrunning this game. Let's begin. The best way to describe Nidhogg is a 2D side-scrolling, sword-fighting game? Yeah, that sounds about right. But unlike a lot of the games of the same genre, Nidhogg is basically kill or be killed very quickly. And I'll get to explain the game's controls right now, actually. Now, there are 3 stances to swordplay: medium, low, and high. And if you go up further than high, you can basically throw your sword like so. Go down, and you can do a low attack. Of course, there's also the option to dive kick your opponents when you jump. Not like that. But more like this. Yeah, low stance will not block anyone who's thrown their sword at you. But medium and high will, unless you're on a respective platform. I will mention this right now. My favourite music in this game comes from the clouds, which we are currently playing. The previous level we played was called Mines, and next time we come around to it, I'll explain why I don't like mines. Oh dear, that was brutal. What does this say? What just happened? Why did he just progress on the screen? Some things in this life are never meant to be explained by people such as me. Like how I just unarmed killed someone with a sword. One thing I will mention, you do move a lot faster when you're armed. There we go. Oops. You can disarm your opponent by quickly up and downing your stance while your sword is above or underneath their sword. Like... never mind. You know what, I'm gonna go over this guy because he isn't going to get to deal with. Oops. Oh well. Oops. Ah. Die. And by the way, you can get into that top section from this side, but I've only done it a couple of times myself, and you're not really saving all that much time if you're doing it in a speedrun. It's much better off going down via the ground route. So many swords on the ground because I've been messing around this level. The wilds. He just disarmed me. Come on. Thank you for your sword. It's been a pleasure defeating you. Help. Okay, now it's been a pleasure defeating you. There we go, that's Wilds completed for the first time. The later AIs do get a lot smarter, and I am under the impression that some of the later AIs move faster and have reduced respawn timers compared to the player. I'm not 100% sure of this though, but it's easy to get confused by tiny details like respawn timers and how fast your opponents are moving. It's such a fast-paced game. Especially when one of the AI is beating you, like that. Darn. I really thought that was going to kill him, but okay, bye. High stance, please. Darn it. Back the high stance. Now, I do admit that it is a problem of mine that I keep constantly throwing my sword, but that's just the way I play. It's not necessarily the best way to play, it's just how I play the game. Like, there isn't really a best way to play any fighting game, really, other than how you best play. You have to find strategies which match your ideal playstyle as opposed to trying to copy someone else's. My biggest complaint about Nidhogg is the fact that it doesn't have a lot of stages. Like, we just beat 4 opponents and here we are back in Mines. My least favourite stage. And this right here is the reason why. There's no way to get any sort of aerial advantage over your opponents, so you're literally dependent largely on luck to get past your opponents in that section. And also, it's slightly improperly balanced for the AI, and I'll attempt to demonstrate right here. You see that? You just fell down the hole in the middle because of conveyor belts. Because your final and because the game is perfectly symmetrical and everything mirrors, that basically means that you can stall on your final screen against the AI forever. And ever. I do like this opponent's color, manly pink. He even chases me like a man. And now, of course, I'm just baiting the AI because I'd much rather bait the AI once I'm past him than run too far ahead and fight another one. Cartwheels to victory. I'm not even sure if there's any backstory to the game. This is one of those games where everything is carried by the gameplay. Like, why are we trying to get killed by the Nidhogg? It's just as good a question as to why the AI is smart. Okay, so that's the second level in a row where I haven't died and killed at least one AI. In order to get the go arrows to proceed to your final screen, you have to kill the AI at least once. Because the AI gets smarter the further you go on. But for some reason, I'm just owning the AI right now, and these AI are at least a bit smarter than the previous ones I've been fighting all game. Maybe it's just because I'm prioritizing dying and walking on air. I just had to open my mouth, didn't I? Oh well, I win. That's the second time we've beaten Castle, so... Yes, I did just jump up an invisible wall, so... Ergo, pretty good game. So, I'm gonna split it here, and thanks very much for watching episode 1. Join me in the next episode, where we beat the rest of the single-player components.